as the 4th-ranked team in the state, the Dragons of Lake Orion, take on the 6th-ranked team in the state, the Clarkston Wolves. I'm here with Micah Williams
Yes,
here.
sir.
Micah, this is a big matchup, big game atmosphere. When you look at, of course, especially in the red standings coming into tonight's matchup, Clarkston comes in with a 3-0 record, of course, with wins against Troy in 4 games, and then, of course, sweeps against Troy Athens, and shockingly against Stony Creek last week. Whereas Lake Orion, of course, meanwhile, lost in 5 to Stony Creek, but then bounced back to win their next 2 against Troy Athens and Bloomfield Hills by a combined 3-game sweeps.
You know, I'm very excited to see tonight's match. We got 2 great teams here, crosstown rivals. Both teams have a history with each other. In fact, last year during the regular season, we played each other at Clarkston, and Lake Orion beat Clarkston in the 3rd?
5.
Oh, 5, my apologies.
5 games.
5 games. But then we came back here at Lake Orion for districts.
Yep, district final.
And sadly, we lost in 5, my apologies. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, I feel like Lake Orion kind of has something to prove tonight. We need to be able to show them that we're able to bounce back from the loss from last year, and it's not really concerning us now. We're all concerned about the W, and essentially so.
And when you look at tonight's matchup, of course, there is a lot of star power here. Of course, Lake Orion's got their fair share of stars. When you look at Paige Briggs, you look at Sydney Smith, a Lauren Van Loon, a Daniel Sargent, a Wynn McCauley, and of course, you look at Libero and Collage for Lake Orion. And the Clarkston, of course, you got to look at with them. They got a star player themselves, and Michigan-bound outside hitter Abby Malinowski.
And Michigan is one of the best schools in the nation.
Yes, they are. They're ranked in the country for volleyball. But when you look at this matchup here, you look at, of course, you got a lot of potential Division I volleyball recruits. Of course, Paige Briggs, of course, who came over to Lake Orion from Oxford, and of course she is going to Western Kentucky, and she's only a junior this year.
That's crazy. Right out the gate, just wilding in ball, and that's awesome.
And then, of course, you look at, let's look at tonight's keys. Of course, as mentioned, of course, Lake Orion this year, they're 3-0 against Clarkston this season, all counting being either in duels or also being in invites. So when you look at this matchup, of course, tonight's keys for this matchup is going to be first for Lake Orion. Of course, this is a team that cannot make mental mistakes. This is a team that they've had some issues with errors and sloppiness, especially in their matchup with Stony Creek. And of course, another issue for Lake Orion is they're going to have to ride Paige Briggs, Wynn McCauley, and Danielle Sargent. If they ride them tonight, Lake Orion can come out with the W. One
thing you did mention earlier is with the no mental mistakes bit. I've noticed last year and leading into this year as well, they start off really strong and they go in, but something snaps or clicks in their heads and it kind of turns them off a little bit. So hopefully I'm praying that we're going to be able to get over that and come out on top.
Well, that's going to be the key tonight. If Lake Orion can play mistake-free, then this is going to be an interesting factor for the Dragons. And then let's look at on the other side of things for Clarkston. Of course, for the Wolves, the question is, you got the star player, Abby Malinowski, but then who else is going to step up? And then you look at, there's some couple candidates, of course, for Clarkston. When you look at Jennifer Chapinski, you look at Grace Kraft, and even Oakland University-bound Kayla Lukenbach. Of course, Lukenbach is going to be playing girls basketball for Clarkston this season, but next year she's a Golden Grizzly.
Yeah, that's crazy. Multi-sport athlete too, and you know that's a problem because some of the girls, they're practicing for the season and then they just get off. But girls like her who are multi-sport athletes, they're constantly practicing no matter what, putting themselves through physical.
It's going to be key tonight to see who's going to show their will tonight, especially when you look at the standings. Of course, Clarkston is mentioned as 3-0. Lake Orion is 2-1. They're tied with Stony Creek and Troy. Birmingham Seaholm and Blooming Hills are both 1-2. Oxford and Troy Athens are both 0-3. So you could tell this is a big match atmosphere tonight.
Yeah, it is.
Well, we're going to stay tuned here. Of course, it's Lake Orion Volleyball here between the Dragons and the Wolves here on ONTV.
ONTV's sports coverage is underwritten by Malash's Palace Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Malash's Palace has been serving Lake Orion's automotive needs since the 1960s. Give them a call at 248-393-2222 for more information. Jet's Pizza, with 2 convenient locations in the Orion area. Jets Pizza has been a proud supporter of ONTV since 2009. Classic Lanes, your home for family fun and entertainment in Rochester Hills. Their 32-lane facility offers state-of-the-art bowling equipment for both league and recreational bowlers. Check them out at myclassiclanes.com. And by Lakes Community Credit Union. The not-for-profit institution has been providing financial services to the Oakland County area since 1937. Give them a call at 248-814-4003 for more information.
Welcome you back to tonight's matchup between Lake Orion and Clarkston. Of course, I'm Sammy Tiramino with Michael Williams here. Of course, this is going to be a really, really interesting matchup between Lake Orion and Clarkston. As we mentioned in the pregame, of course, the keys tonight for Lake Orion is can the Dragons use their depth against a very good Clarkston attack?
And also dealing with the mental factor behind.
I agree with you there.
That as well, yes.
Of course, Lake Orion, of course, is going to be wearing the all black tonight. Clarkston, they're all blue. Of course, the Wolves are coached by Kelly Pinner. The Dragons are coached by Tony Scavarda.
How long has Tony been coaching for? Do you know?
He's been coaching, I think, since 2013.
Wow, wow. Long time.
He's been here for a while, yep.
Man, oh man.
Yep, so as we get ready to do the national anthem here, of course, here is our playing of our Star Spangled Banner, the national anthem.
We ask that you treat opponents and officials with respect that all the participants deserve. Nothing makes good sports to go. Ladies and gentlemen, the privilege of this game was made possible by those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy. Let us now honor and respect their efforts in our country. Civilian gentlemen, please remove your hats. Active and retired military, we encourage you to render the appropriate salute. And everyone able, please stand at attention, placing your hand over your heart as we proudly sing our national anthem.
That anthem playing, of course, Micah, now what are you looking forward tonight in this matchup? What's got your eye in this matchup?
Just the fact that it's crosstown rivals. That's a big thing for me. I really love a good rivalry personally, and this is the definition of rivalry.
Looks like we got a big crowd tonight.
Yes,
of course, Lake Orion bringing their student section. Of course, Clarkston, we know about their student section. Of course, both teams brought a lot tonight when you look at this matchup. Now, when you look at this one here, both teams are very solid teams. Of course, Clarkston, of course, they've had some issues in tournament play. They made the finals, and a lot of them. Recently, their last tournament invite at the Farm Sales Mercy Invitational, Clarkston went in there to the final and lost to the Marlins in 3 games. Whereas Lake Orion, of course, they went to the west side of the state at the Portage Central Invitational, lost to the top team in the state right now is the Rockford Rams. So when you look at these two teams, both these teams have been tested this season.
They have. most definitely. And honestly, I'm looking forward to tonight, being able to see them get tested even more. So I believe they're welcoming in all of our seniors, just players in general, I guess.
They always introduce the starters. They always introduce the players, you know. I mean, like, before every single match. And it's always important. It's always important when you look at that matchup. It's going to be, the question is going to be, who is the better team tonight? Of course, you know that these two teams are going to see each other again. Most notably, they will probably be at Clarkston in the district playoffs.
In the district playoffs. Oh, man, oh, man.
I mean,
my nerves are running right now. I'm so excited for this game. A lot's riding on this. And
a lot is riding on this game, considering the red standings, and considering what is going on here. If Lake Orion wins tonight, we have a three-way tie between the Dragons, the Cougars, and the Wolves. And if Clarkston wins tonight, then Clarkston can basically win their first division title for the first time since 2014.
2014.
And of course they handshake, and of course they're going to be doing their cheers here, getting ready for this match. And of course, as mentioned, Lake Orion wearing all black tonight, Clarkston wearing the blue uniforms tonight. So this is going to be a really interesting matchup to see how both these teams are going to fare in this matchup.
Now I have a question. When they come out, do they do it like how they do at the basketball games, where each of them has an individual handshake? Do you know?
Nah, not really.
No, not really.
I know I do a lot of basketball.
You do?
Yeah, because I do a lot of girls basketball and also boys basketball as well. So, you know, settle in. Get ready for this matchup here. We got two very proud student sections here tonight. Got the Lake Orion student section, and of course you have the Clarkston Jungle on the other side of us on our set. Of course, when we look at who is going to start first here, it's going to be very interesting how they're going to decide it. It looks like it's going to be Clarkston that starts first. Of course, you know, the libero always comes in beforehand. So because when you look at it, the officials have to check out, you know, the players before they let the liberos in. So for when you look at Clarkston, of course, Clarkston's libero tonight is Jennifer Chupinski, whereas Lake Orion's is Elia Collage. So Clarkston's going to serve first, and Grace Kraft is going to do the honors for Clarkston to start this game off.
Alrighty.
As we're going to be getting ready to start off here in this rivalry between Lake Orion and Clarkston. We are underway here. Kraft now. Ball now, McCauley. McCauley looking. McCauley now cannot get it. Clarkston now has the ball. Collage now. Looking deep. Looking for Sargent, and she got it down!
What a kill. What a kill right
Danielle
there.
Sargent early on for the Dragons gives them the 1-0 lead.
Danielle, honestly, is probably, I think she is the tallest girl on the team, and they're making a good move putting her up front.
Here's Collage right now. Collage, Malinowski now gets it to him, and there's looking back, and it's blocked down, and it's 2-0 Lake Orion.
Student section going wild along with you, sir.
Good start for the Dragons right now. Collage now serving for this one for Lake Orion. Of course, now she's getting it down now. Here comes Clarkston now, and it's going to be a side out.
That's what
and
I'm
it's 3-0 Lake Orion. Good start for the Dragons early. Good start for the Dragons. Collage is serving back up again. Up 3-0. Collage now serving now. And it's going to be an ace for Collage, and the Dragons are now up 4-0 on the Wolves early on.
Illyria's up to something right now. I can see it, and I can feel it from all the way up here.
Senior libero here. Of course, she's a Western Michigan commit next year. Now Kraft now looking for Malinowski. Malinowski blocked by Collage. Now here comes Smith. Smith now could not get it. Now Malinowski blocks it. Of course, now giving it to Nowicki, of course, and McCauley gets that one
my
down.
goodness.
And it's 5-0 Lake Orion.
Absolutely, honestly, ridiculous. These girls are playing like animals, and we're not even.
Good start for Lake Orion right now early. Good start for them early. Malinowski now has it, now looking for Kraft. Kraft to Lukenbach. Blocked by Smith. Back there, no. Lake Orion, here comes Clarkston now. Of course, and it's going to be a point to the Dragons, and it's 6-0, and the Wolves want to talk it over early.
Oh, my goodness.
It's interesting right now, and 6-0 in favor of Lake Orion.
This presentation is brought to you by the Lake Orion High School video program in partnership with Orion Neighborhood Television. Live streams of games will be available all season long at www.nfhsnetwork.com. 50% of all proceeds go back into the award-winning program here at LOHS and on TV. Thanks our student crews for their hard work and dedication to bringing Dragon sports to the world.
You know what I noticed here is Kelly Penner traditionally always does well during timeouts. So keep an eye on this one right now is how Clarkston responds after taking a timeout. So this will be very interesting to see. Because Collage now get blocked by Malinowski, now to Kraft. Kraft now looking to, there, no. Here comes McCauley. McCauley looking for Van Loon. And that's a good block by Collage. Kraft now. Here's Malinowski. Malinowski, no. Smith now to, back to Van Loon. And it's going to be a point to Clarkston. And an interesting set. And it was a mistake early for the Dragons there by Riley Hunter. And right now, it's a 6-1 game in favor of Lake Orion. Clarkston's Haley Stewart serving for the Wolves right now. Stewart now serving for Clarkston. Collage now takes it with McCauley. McCauley looking for, Collage was looking there for Hunter, and Hunter gets that point for Lake Orion, and it's 7-1 Dragons. McCauley serving. Riley Hunter's an interesting player.
Hopefully we can get back into our little...
Of course, McCauley serving now. Of course, here's Malinowski.
Oh my goodness. That was absolutely ridiculous.
There's a reason why she's going to Michigan next year, and she can hit that one with authority.
I do not think anybody would have wanted to be on the other side of that net after that.
No. Of course, Chapinski now serving now. Here's McCauley. McCauley giving it to Hunter. No. Here comes Chapinski. Chapinski to Malinowski. Of course, blocked by McCauley. McCauley now, there's Smith. Cannot get it there. Here comes Chapinski. Chapinski now looking there. Cannot get it there. Here comes McCauley. McCauley looking for Robertson. No. Here comes Clarkston now. Chapinski now gets it outside to McCauley. McCauley now. And McCauley gets that one down. And it's 8-2 Lake Orion.
From up here, it looked like she was setting it too, and I guess the Clarkston thought the same.
It looked like, yeah, I agree with you there. Of course, Lauren Bell serving now for the Dragons. Of course, she's been an interesting player this year, Lauren Bell. Bell now serving it now. Of course, Clarkston now gets it. And, of course, there's Malinowski, and she hit that one in.
Man, oh, man.
And as we mentioned before the pregame, Abby Malinowski has a lot of the tools that Michigan has been looking for.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There's a reason why she's going. There's a reason why.
Of course, Clarkston serving now. It's going to be Sierra Christian, only a sophomore now. She is serving. Of course, Collage gets that to McCauley. McCauley looking for Smith, and it's a 4 hits for Clarkston against Lake Orion. It's a point to Clarkston. Of course, with that 4 hits, of course, now it's an 8-4 ball game. Christian now going to serve again for Clarkston. Could she be that one to maybe aid Malinowski? Of course, when you look at here, of course, here's Van Loon. Malinowski now has it to Kraft. Kraft now trying to get an easy one now. Here comes, they're looking for Van Loon. And interesting here, gives it to Robertson. Robertson now. Clarkston now has it, of course, with Malinowski. Malinowski, there's McCauley. McCauley to Smith. No, and here comes Clarkston. Clarkston now. Clarkston now has it back. Of course now, here's McCauley for Lake Orion. Back to Lauren Van Loon. And she cannot get it there. Collage now gets it back to McCauley. McCauley. And it is a point for Lake Orion on a carry.
And she just hit him again with that set move that we were talking about in the last play. That is lethal.
It's the same thing. You know, it's the same thing right there. And Lake Orion up 9-4 now.
And the way that Clarkston's reacting, I really don't think they've seen anything like that before, and it's good that we have stuff to surprise them with.
Sydney Grippenhoff serving for the Dragons. Of course, Clarkston now has that one, and there's Malinowski. Cannot get it back. Here's McCauley. McCauley to Sargent. No, what a nice block by Malinowski. Malinowski now looking for the soft serve. No. McCauley now looking for Smith. And it was a block by number 15. Corin Guattari, a senior middle blocker for Clarkston, and it's 9-5 in favor of the Dragons. That was a nice block in the middle for Clarkston.
It was.
Nice block. Of course, now when you look at Clarkston, they will be serving, of course, Abby Malinowski serving for the Wolves here. Of course, Malinowski now with Smith. McCauley now to Sargent!
Oh!
And Sargent kills it!
Oh, no.
Lake Orion.
That's a sit down on the bench move right there. I wouldn't want to be on the court after that.
I mean, Sargent's a senior. You know, she's a very good senior. Very, very talented player. Now, Sydney Smith serving now. Crap blocked now. Of course, and that's a net violation against Clarkston. And the Dragons now up 11-5. Sydney Smith, of course, interesting story with her. She's only a sophomore. She transferred into Lake Orion from Avondale. Smith now looking at it, and McCauley now could not, and it's a net violation against Lake Orion. It's a point to Clarkston, 11-6 in favor of the Dragons.
Clarkston came to play today.
There's a reason why they're a very good
Yeah.
team. There's a reason. Of course, Collage now taking the serve. Of course, to Van Loon. Van Loon could not get it down. Of course, here's Clarkston now, blocked by Lake Orion, and a net violation again. As we mentioned in the pregame, this team cannot afford mental mistakes.
And honestly, it's right about here where I can begin to start to see that it might be happening.
Yep. Here come the Dragons now. Of course, McCauley now looking for Sargent. No. Here comes Kraft now. Kraft looking there, and it's going to be a point to the Dragons. A double hit called against Clarkston, and it's a big point for Lake Orion here in this early stage. Of course, in for the Dragons, of course, is back in is Riley Hunter, and serving for Lake Orion is Sierra Livingway. You know, Livingway's an interesting player. Of course, Livingway now serving now. Clarkson's Kraft to Malinowski. No. Good block by Livingway. Back to Sargent. No. McCauley now back to Hunter. No. You got him. Looking back now, giving it deep. And it's going to be a point for Clarkston. Number 13, which is Sierra Kirsten. Only a sophomore for the Wolves.
Wow.
And it's a 12-8 game.
Make no mistake, man. These Wolves are lethal, these Dragons are lethal, and I'm very excited to see how this turns out.
Of course, Clarkston now, of course, McCauley looking for Sargent. And no, Malinowski's going to be there. And Chapinski is not going to get it in play. And the point to Lake Orion, it's a 13-8 Lake Orion lead.
And we're back with Illyria serving again, and hopefully she'll be able to get on one of those streaks that she's able to get on and maybe turn the tide a little bit.
Collage now. Collage is serving right now. Of course, now Malinowski blocking that, and of course, you look at Clarkson, no, in that one. Of course, McCauley now giving it to Hunter. Hunter with the kill for Lake Orion, and Lake Orion now up 14-8.
I didn't even see her touch the ball. It was very subtle. It was a smooth and subtle motion.
Riley Hunter has been coming ready to play today. Hunter's came to play today, I'll tell you that much.
Sir.
Clarkson now, of course, here comes Clarkson now.
Ooh, with a
Nope.
save.
And of course, here's McCauley back to Smith. Smith looking back, tipped it, and it was a carry against Lukenbach. And and it's a point to the Dragons, and it's 15-8 in favor of Lake Orion. Of course, Collage now serving for this one here. Of course, and she doesn't hit, and she hits the net, and it's a point to Clarkston. You know, if I notice here, you know, Paige Briggs has not been out right now early.
She hasn't.
No.
You think they're waiting for her? They're waiting to save
know.
her a little bit? Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. You know, it's very interesting. For Clarkson now, Haley Stewart back serving for the Wolves, a 5'5" junior. Of course, she's a defensive setter. Now she's serving right now. Collage now, and Lake Orion now. Livingway gets that out. Now it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. And a kill for Clarkston's number 16, Olivia Johnson, a senior. I mean, what a move by Clarkston. I mean, what a move by Clarkston. I mean, and now it's a 15-10 ball game in favor of the Dragons. Stewart serving again for the Wolves. course, now Collage now gives it to McCauley. McCauley looking for Hunter, and she doesn't get it over the net, and it's 15-11. Here comes Clarkston.
It's those simple mental mistakes that you were talking about earlier that are coming back to haunt.
Remember that Stony Creek game, you know, for Lake Orion? That's what hurt him in that game, was those mental mistakes. And that's, you know, and it's showing its ugly head right now. It really is.
And that's the last thing we need in this game right now.
Yep, it is, against a very good Clarkston team. Of course, McCauley now looking. McCauley to Hunter. Blocked there by Lukenbach. And, of course, McCauley gets the point for Lake Orion, and it's 16-11 Dragons. Of course, McCauley now serving again for Lake Orion. Of course, the Dragon student section cheering on their team. McCauley now serving. Now back to Chupinski. Back to Kraft. Kraft now. And a kill again for Olivia Johnson. Johnson has came to play tonight for Clarkston.
F-I-R-E. I spelled it out for you. That spells fire.
Could
She's
Johnson
on it.
be the one to coincide with Malinowski tonight? Of course, Chupinski now serving for Clarkston. Of course, McCauley now. Back to Kendall Robinson. Only a freshman, and she kills that one. 17-12 Lake Orion.
And you can hear the student section going pretty crazy right now in support of their team.
Really interesting right now. Of course, now you have Lauren Bell now serving for the Dragons here. Right now up 17-12 on Clarkston early on. Bell now gets a serve now. Here's Kraft. Kraft looking for Malinowski. Blocked by Collage. Collage to McCauley. McCauley to Collage. Here comes Clarkston now. Kraft now looking for Malinowski, and she kills that one with authority. Abby Malinowski showing why she's going to be heading to Ann Arbor next season. And it's 17-13 in favor of Lake Orion.
I'd walk off the court after that. That was brutal.
Clarkston now serving again. Of course, blocked there by Collage McCauley. To Kendall Robertson. And Robertson gets a point for the Dragons. And it's 18-13 in favor of the Dragons. Danielle Sargent now back into the game for Lake Orion. So when you look at this match, when you look at Lake Orion, they're doing okay right now.
They are.
Sydney Gruppenhoff now serving. She's an opposite junior here. Of course, here's Gruppenhoff now serving. Clarkston now. And there's Malinowski. And it's not going to be enough. And the point goes to the Dragons. 19-13 in favor of Lake Orion. Gruppenhoff serving again for the Dragons here in this matchup here. Of course, and she does not get it through the net. And it's a point to Clarkston in this matchup. Of course, Robertson back in now for the Dragons. Of course, Malinowski will be serving for Clarkston here in this matchup. Of course, Malinowski, we've seen the power she has done in this game.
Decimation.
Malinowski now. Here's McCauley to Robertson. No. Back to Kraft. Kraft now to Malinowski.
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness.
It's 2014 Lake Orion. What a block by Danielle Sargent.
That was absolutely ridiculous.
Smith now serving, and Sydney Smith. 14 in favor of Lake Orion.
Excellent gameplay.
Taking a timeout here.
You know what I'm thinking right now? I'm thinking the breaking out of that little mental hold that's been having them all this game.
Well, we'll see in this match.
Hopefully.
We'll see. I mean, Sydney Smith's an interesting story here. Of course, she transferred from Avondale.
Yes, she did, yeah.
It's a sophomore, very good player.
Larry Buss and the crew at Jets Pizza, located on 1091 South Lapeer Road, have been a proud sponsor of Orion Neighborhood Television and Dragon Athletics since 2009. Jets supplies catering for cast and crew. Thank you, Larry, for your continued support. Give them a call at 248-814-7559 for more information.
Here is Sydney Smith, of course. Here is Smith now serving for the Dragons. Smith now blocked by Clarkston. Here's Kraft. Kraft now looking to block. No. Sargent now could not get it down. And a point to Clarkston led by Corin Gutteri for the Wolves. Gutteri is a 5'9" senior middle hitter, and it's a big point for Clarkston. Gutteri is going to be serving again for the Wolves. Gutteri now serving. Here's Collage. Collage to McCauley. McCauley looking for Sargent. No. Malinowski now to Kraft. Kraft to Lukenbach. McCauley now has the ball back to Collage. Collage now to Van Loon. No. Here comes Clarkston now. Kraft setting up. Setting up and it's going to be a point for Claire Nowicki. Only a freshman here in this one. It's Claire Nowicki. Probably going to be the next future outside hitter for the Wolves. Only a freshman. It's Claire Nowicki. 21-16 in favor of the Dragons here. McCauley now looking for Van Loon. No. Clarkston's block strong right now. Here's Lauren Bell. No. Here comes Clarkston. Kraft now. Looking now. Here comes Van Loon. Van Loon now. Cannot get it down. Here comes Kraft again for Clarkston. Looking for Lukenbach. No. And here comes Malinowski. Malinowski looking for Nowicki. No. Clarkston now has it again. Here's Malinowski. South serving it. Here's Smith. Smith now looking for Sargent. And Sargent. No, and he's got it into play. Here comes McCauley. McCauley, no. Here comes Clarkston now. Here's Nowicki. Nowicki now blocked by Smith. McCauley now to Van Loon. No. Van Loon again. And it's a double hit in favor of Clarkston. And it's a 21-17 game in favor of the Dragons. Lake Orion asking for a call here. You gotta wonder, and it was a one hit, and Tony Scavata saying it was a one hit, but instead it called a double, and it's 21-17 in favor of Lake Orion. Clarkston gaining some momentum here early on here. Here comes Clarkston serving now. Collage to McCauley. McCauley to Van Loon. No. And it is a carry, a net violation here, and it's a point to Clarkston, 21-18. And Lake Orion wants to talk it over. As I said, the mental mistakes starting to get to Lake Orion again.
They build up, and then just fall down and fall off that horse that they put themselves on, and it's kind of honestly disappointing. DVD copies can be purchased by calling ONTV at 248-693-3377 or 248-393-1060. For only $10, you can get a copy of not only this game, but any game or program in our broadcast vault. That's DVD copies, 248-693-3377 or 248-393-1060.
You can tell in this matchup, Mike, that Clarkston's getting some momentum here.
They are.
After scoring 4 straight points here. Clarkston right now rallying. Of course, serving for Clarkston is Corin Gudattari. Of course, she's been an interesting factor for the Wolves in this matchup.
Honestly, all their players have just been outstanding this evening.
Of course, here's Gudattari to serve. Of course, here's Smith. Smith to McCauley. Looking for Sargent, and it is a out for Clarkston. A point to the Wolves. It's a 21-19 game. And right now, the mental errors are starting to affect the Dragons again.
Yeah.
Here's Gudattari here. And she's going to hit an ace. And now it's a 1-point game. 21-20 in favor of Lake Orion. Clarkston has scored 6 straight points since their timeout. Gudattari serving again for Clarkston. Of course, here she is now. And almost a net. Here comes Van Loon. Van Loon now. Blocked by Malinowski to Kraft. Kraft looking to Nowicki. And Nowicki gets that one in for Clarkston. And we're tied at 21.
Tie game.
Nowicki only a freshman. And Tony Scavata taking that second timeout.
Clarkston's on a roll right now, and honestly, it seems like they might be unbeatable.
7 straight points for the Wolves in this one here. 7 straight for the Wolves.
Go mobile with ONTV anytime. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube on your mobile devices. Connect with ONTV to see what's happening in our studio, see upcoming events, and watch ONTV programs in high definition on demand. ONTV, working to bring Lake Orion to the world.
You know, when you look at this Lake Orion team, you know, when you look at this team, I mean, Lake Orion's really struggling, it looks like, without Paige Briggs on the floor.
That's true. And I don't know why she's not out there right now, but
I don't know either. Of course, Clarkston serving now. Of course, you look, here comes Van Loon. Van Loon now, no. Here comes Clarkston. Kraft looking at Nowicki. And a blocking! The Dragons, that is a huge point right now. And
that was
Lake
needed.
Orion now, much needed point. Now they're up 22-21.
That was very much needed by the Dragons to hopefully gain some momentum back within this situation.
Sierra Livingway now serving back for Lake Orion here. Of course, here's Livingway. Livingway now. Here's Kraft now. Kraft to Lukenbach, and she kills that one down. And we're tied again at 22. We mentioned about Kayla Lukenbach. She is not only a good volleyball player, but she's a very good girls basketball player as well.
Multi-sport athlete, and with that comes the conditioning and having that danger.
Holy gets that one down, and it's a 23-22 lead for Lake Orion. Interesting situation dynamics here. It's 23-22 Dragons. Collage now serving for Lake Orion. Collage now serving to Chupinski. Now to Kraft. Kraft now looking again. Robertson now. Clarkston. Here comes Nowicki again.
Oh my goodness.
24-22
They are
in favor of Lake Orion.
Lake Orion is clinging to this right now, clinging for dear life
right now.
by the skin of their teeth.
Right, yeah, I agree with you right here, Micah. Here is set point for the Dragons here. Here's Collage. Here's Chupinski now. Chupinski gives it. There's Malinowski. Here's Smith. And Smith cannot get it down. And Malinowski gets that point, and it's 24-23 in favor of Lake Orion. So this is very interesting for those who don't know volleyball. You have to win by 2. You know, it's up to 25, but you have to win by 2.
Yep.
So here's Haley Stewart serving for Clarkston. Here in this match here, here's Stewart. Block the Lake Orion answer now. Here is Riley Hart.
Oh. Student section.
Dragons their first point, their first set win, and their first matchup, 25-23, Lake Orion over Clarkston. What a matchup there. What a matchup there.
Dragons came through by the skin of their teeth at the end.
They came through, and right now, it's early right now, even though the scoreboard indicates 1-1 on their scoreboard, but it's really 1-0 in favor of Lake Orion. So when you look at this, it looks like this Lake Orion team is not the same team without Paige Briggs on the floor.
No, it's not, and I don't know why she's not out there. Maybe they're saving her for later on in the game to shock the world. Maybe they've been working on some secret strategy that we don't know about.
Well, it's very unusual to see her not on the floor, because what Briggs brings you is she's a very dynamic athlete, as we mentioned earlier in the preview. I mean, like, we don't know what's going on with Paige Briggs.
And it's a mystery right now, but hopefully later on we'll be able to figure something out, and hopefully she comes out hitting, swinging hard, and we're able to win again with her.
Well, let's look at Clarkston, of course. And what players have really impressed you so far?
So far, I'd have to say the U of M.
Abby Malinowski.
Yes. No, but shocked the world kind of moment with me mentally. She's gone out there and she's played her heart out, I believe personally, and she's been killing it, absolutely killing it on these hits.
There's a reason why she's going to Ann Arbor.
Honestly, and you can even hear it all throughout Lake Orion's Fieldhouse right now. When she hits, it sounds like thunder. Mm-hmm. It sounds like thunder.
It really does. It really does when you look at what she has been capable of doing this time around the first game. And honestly, for Clarkston,
it's reflecting on the team as well too, because when she's making those big hits, it's not just her teammates on the court, it's her teammates on the benches and coaches included that are going buck wild nuts for her as well. Mm-hmm. There's support over there. That's one thing I'd have to say that I admire about Clarkston, is that they're a very supportive group, and it almost feels like a family.
Well, here it's going to be very interesting for game 2 here, of course, with Clarkston. Of course, it is going to be the Dragons that serve first, and it looks like Briggs is not going to be out there in this second game. It looks like right now, early on, and that to me is very shocking, considering, of course, she did not play against Stony Creek in that game, and Lake Orion lost that one in 5 games. So
we need something.
When you look at this here, I mean, like, you know, it's a testament to their depth, but Lake Orion right now, hanging on right now, winning that first game. And Sierra Livingway is going to start off for Lake Orion in this second game. Of course, this is both liberos came into play here. So, of course, both liberos came into play here. Of course, Livingway will serve for Lake Orion in this matchup here. In this matchup, and this is going to be interesting to see what the Dragons so far. And here is Livingway now, and it's a side out, and it's going to be a first point to Clarkston. Of course, it's 1-0 Wolves.
Not a good way to start. Not a good way to start at all.
No, it's not. And of course, now here comes back in for Clarkston is Haley Stewart. Stewart now to serve for the Wolves. Up 1-0. Stewart now getting ready to serve now for Clarkston. She gets it up the net here. Here's Smith. Smith to McCauley. McCauley looking for Sargent, and Clarkston, and the mental errors continue on here for the Dragons. They're down 2-0. Clarkston gaining some momentum from that first game. Even though they lost, but you kind of felt that momentum swept into Clarkston.
That's true.
Here comes Clarkston. Here comes Lake Orion now. Of course, here's Chupinski looking for Kraft. Kraft to Malinowski with that soft serve. No. Here it comes, and it's going to be another out for the Dragons, and it's 3-0 early for the Wolves. Clarkston right now starting off strong. Here's Stewart now serving, and it's a side out for the Wolves. And it's a 3-1 game now in favor of Clarkston in this matchup.
Hopefully something like that may turn the momentum around, I guess, for the Dragons.
I hope so here. Here's Kalaj now. Kalaj serving. Here comes Kraft. Kraft to Malinowski, and it's going to be a Dragon point as she hit the red, as she hit that out-of-bounds sector, and it's a 3-2 Clarkston lead. Kalaj now serving for Lake Orion. Here's Kalaj. Kalaj now. And of course, here comes Kraft. Kraft now looking for a kill for Clarkston. I believe that is number 16, Olivia Johnson. Of course, Johnson right now looks like she's proven to be that outside hitter behind Malinowski that has really helped the Wolves so far. Here is Chupinski. Chupinski now gets it. Here comes the Dragons. Kendall Robinson gets that one down. Of course, the middle blocker, she's only a freshman. She's got a lot. She is going to be the future of this program. She's going to be a very special player, Kendall Robinson.
No, I can agree with you completely there.
Callie now serving now. Here's Clarkston now with the ball. Here's Johnson again, and Johnson takes advantage of a tip by Robertson, tipped out of bounds, and it's 5-3 in favor of the Wolves.
They're on a roll right now. Hopefully we can keep it that way.
Clarkston right now, Sierra Christian serving, only a sophomore she is, of course, part of that elite sophomore class with Clarkston. Here comes Sydney Smith, no. Smith now, here comes Clarkston, of course, and here's Robinson, and Robinson cannot get it down, and it's 6-3 in favor of Clarkston. So,
you know what I feel like? Every single time I say that they're on a roll, something happens. So I'm going to just stop saying it.
I can see that.
I'm going to just stop saying it.
Here comes Clarkston now. Here's Kraft. Kraft setting up, and it's a net violation. And a point to the Dragons. It's 6-4 in favor of the Wolves here. Of course, here comes Lauren Bell. Lauren Bell coming back in. She's going to be serving for Lake Orion. Of course, down by 2 right now at 6-4.
The ball slowly and comes
Here's
in.
Bell now. Bell now. Almost out of bounds there. Here's Kraft to Malinowski, and she got that one with authority from Kraft. What an assist by Grace Kraft to Malinowski.
That was deadly. That was deadly, and that was lethal.
Malinowski now serving again for Clarkston. Of course, here's Malinowski. Nice serve by Malinowski. Of course, putting pressure on Lake Orion. Here's Kraft. Kraft looking for Nowicki, and she got the kill, and it's 8-4 Clarkston. Clarkston trying to get this game tied up here. Malinowski aces him up again, and it's 9-4 in favor of the Wolves. Riley Hunter now back in for Lake Orion. I mean, this is
intense.
This is intense, but you can tell the Wolves have momentum right now because of Abby Malinowski. And she's got another ace for the Wolves, and it's 10-4 in favor of the Wolves. You know, this is why Michigan's going to get a very good player. Michigan's going to get a very good player in Malinowski. Of course, here's Malinowski again. Of course, there's McCauley. McCauley to Van Loon, and it is an out. And it is 11-4 in favor of Clarkston. Timeout taken by Lake Orion. This could not be a worse start for the Dragons in this second game.
It's not looking so bright for them, I'd say. Be sure to tune in. Be sure to tune in replays of your favorite games right here on ONTV. Tune in Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 7 p.m. Saturdays at 1 p.m. for the most current games on our lineup. Games are also replayed throughout the week, so check our program guide on our webpage at orionontv.org for replay times that best fit your viewing schedule. Also visit the YouTube link for games on demand at www.orionontv.org.
Here's Malinowski now serving for Clarkston. Of course, here is McCauley. McCauley looking for Smith!
Oh my!
Smith gets that one down! Early on, could this be the spark the Dragons need?
Can you spell kill shot for me?
I don't know if I can, but you know, that was insane though. What a move! What a kill!
That
by
was
Sidney
ridiculous.
Smith. What a kill by Sidney Smith. Lake Orion needs a run now. Of course, here's Kraft to Nowicki. Nowicki blocked by Bell. Here comes Van Loon. Van Loon, no. Of course, here's Kraft again. Kraft blocked by Van Loon. Van Loon now. Here comes Smith. And
Whoa.
Sidney Smith gets that one down again. Sidney Smith is a big-time addition for Lake Orion. Of course, as mentioned, transferred in from Avondale to come here to play for the Dragons. Very dynamic player.
And it looks like it's working her advantage here.
And we jinxed him with the net. It's now going to be 12-6 in favor of Clarkston. Mental errors killing the Dragons so far.
That is true. And on top of it, they're playing one of the best teams in Michigan.
Corin Gutierrez now serving for the Wolves here. Of course, Gutierrez now. Of course, there's Collage here. McCauley to Sargent. And Sargent does not get it in the play. It's a point to Clarkston. And it's 13-6 in favor of the Wolves.
Wolves are playing an excellent game tonight.
Playing really well right
They
now,
are.
Clarkston is. Of course, there's McCauley. McCauley looking for Smith. And it looks like almost a no call there, but
Whoa.
anyway, Lake Orion will take it by Lauren Van Loon there. Of course, Lake Orion needs Lauren Van Loon to get going here in this second game.
Maybe
Seriously.
Actually, no, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to jinx it at all whatsoever. Let's keep on watching this game play.
Here's Smith now going. Here's Grace Kraft. No. Back to McCauley. No, here's Sargent. It's going to be interesting, and McCauley wins that battle with the wiki. Up in the net, and it's 13-8 in favor of the Wolves.
Plays like that go missed and unseen, and I'm glad that the crowd out here was able to see it tonight.
Here's Smith now. Give it to Kraft. Kraft now to Chapinski. Here comes McCauley. McCauley to Sargent. No. Blocked by Malinowski. Here comes Nowicki. No. Blocked by Lukenbach. Here's Malinowski now. Here comes McCauley. McCauley to Van Loon. And Van Loon tipped by Clarkston. Want to move by Chapinski. Back to Malinowski. Here comes McCauley. McCauley to Sargent. And Sargent kills that one. And it's 13-9 in favor of the Wolves.
Danielle Sargent is a beast. She's something out of this world, honestly.
She's going to have to step up her game now.
Yeah, that's
true. Of course, with no Briggs out there. Of course, there's Nowicki, and it's a kill for Clarkston. And it's a point to the Wolves, and a point by Claire Nowicki, a 5'10" freshman. 14-9 in favor of the Wolves here. Racecraft serving to Smith. McCauley now gives it to Van Loon. Van Loon kills that one for the Dragons. And it's 14-10 in favor of Clarkston. Clarkston did not like that one at all. It is 14-10 in favor of the Wolves here. Dragons serving now, of course, with Sierra Livingway here. Of course, Malinowski blocks it to Chapinski. Chapinski now back to Malinowski now. Of course, McCauley now, no. Here's Chapinski. Chapinski looking for Nowicki. Nowicki now. Blocked by Smith. Smith to Collage. Back to Chapinski. Kraft now looking. Back down there. No. Here comes the Dragons. Here's Sidney Smith. No. Here comes Clarkston again. Chapinski. Back deep. No. Here comes a out for the Dragons, and the point to Clarkston.
Just a little too hard on that hit.
As mentioned, mental mistakes right now killing this team. That's what's going on with Lake Orion. You know, it's not, I mean, Clarkston's doing very well at spurts, but Lake Orion's making mistakes right now.
Yeah.
Of course, Stewart serving for the Wolves. Here's Smith. Back there, here's Sargent. Blocked by Malinowski and connected it in. And it's 15-11 in favor of the Wolves.
Sargent just keeps on pulling rabbits out of her hat, I'd say, right now.
Right now, she's playing with it right now. You know, but when here's Collage now serving. Of course, here's Collage. Gives it now. Here's Malinowski, and it's a out. And it's a point to Lake Orion, and it's 15-12 in favor of Clarkston. Collage now serving for the Dragons right now. If Lake Orion needs a spurt right now, this is where they need to get it right now. Here's Collage now getting ready to serve for Lake Orion. Here's Collage. Here comes Crab. Crab to Lukenbach. Lukenbach now blocked there by the Dragons. Here's Smith. Back to Hunter, and Riley Hunter. How did that find a soft spot in that Clarkston defense? That's a question there, and Kelly Penner is not too happy. Timeout, Clarkston. My goodness.
That's some good gameplay over there on both sides of the court. During this sports season, ONTV will be covering a large variety of games. Our sports coverage will include varsity volleyball, soccer, football, and swimming. Select games will be streaming live on the NFHS Network.com and will be replayed on our channel Comcast 10 and AT&T 99. Visit OrionOnTV.org for our program schedule.
This matchup right now is absolutely insane right now. I mean, Clarkston had an early lead. Lake Orion's got it down within 2. But let's remember, Kelly Penner is one of the best coaches coming after timeout. So expect Clarkston to respond here, coming up here. Here's Collage now serving. Here comes Clarkston. Here's Kraft. Kraft looking for Malinowski. And as I mentioned, Clarkston responds after a Penner timeout. And that explains it with Abby Malinowski. 16-13 in favor of the Wolves here in this matchup. Here's Jennifer Chapinski serving for the Wolves. Chapinski now serving. Here comes McCauley. McCauley to Hunter! And Hunter gets that one down!
No!
You gotta be kidding me.
No.
It's 16-14 in favor of Clarkston.
She ought to go home after that one.
16-14 in favor, and Hunter's only a junior here.
That's, oh man, another season
Here's
with her.
Kraft now looking. No, here comes Hunter again. No. Here comes Clarkston. There's Malinowski. Blocked by McCauley. McCauley to Collage. Collage to Hunter. Hunter did not get all of it down. Here's Kraft. Kraft now looking for a point to Lake Orion. I'm not sure if that was tipped or not, but it's looking like it's a point to Lake Orion. I mean, and it's 16-15. I thought it was tipped.
Clarkston looked ready to fight about that one.
I thought that was tipped, but it's the point to the Dragons. Here's Kraft to Malinowski now. Of course, blocked there by McCauley. McCauley looking for Smith. Smith, and she got a tip on that one, and it's 16-16.
They were looking for it last play, but they got it the next.
And that's going to make Kelly Penner nuts in that one. It is 16-16, and you can tell the Clarkston faithful is not happy
Not
with the
at
officials.
all.
Clarkston now, here's Kraft now. Kraft looking for Malinowski, and she kills that one with authority.
No.
Goodness gracious.
No.
Abby Malinowski. Goodness gracious.
That was
17-16
nasty.
Wolves.
Nasty.
Sierra Christian now serving for Clarkston in that one here. Here's Christian. Christian now serving. Here's McCauley. McCauley to Smith. Smith did not get it. Did not get all of it. Here's Kraft now. Kraft now. Looking outside. Here comes Lake Orion again. McCauley could not get that one to go down. There's Malinowski. No. Malinowski to McCauley. Here comes Smith. And it is a point to Clarkston. Of course, that was a nice block on that one for the Wolves. And now Clarkston's got their 2-point lead back.
Lake Orion did try, however, Clarkston came out on top on that play.
Here comes Clarkston serving again, and
Barely over the net.
over the net. And here's Smith now. No. Here comes Kraft. Kraft looking for Malinowski. And Malinowski gets that point. And it's 19-16
Back.
in favor of Clarkston. And Lake Orion needs to talk it over.
Back to back.
I mean, when you look at this, when it was tied at 16, you could tell the Wolves responded.
They did, and they responded well, and they responded with fury. ONTV is getting ready to launch our brand new internet radio station. You can create your own podcasts and radio shows or sign up to become a DJ. For more information on the radio station, give us a call at 248-693-3377 or 248-693-1060.
You know, when you look at this here, you got to look at how Kelly Pinner's team responded. After 2 questionable calls, she's got of course, Clarkston now up by 3, and right now has got the momentum. It's right now 19-16. Of course, further for the Wolves is going to be Sierra Christian, only a sophomore, by the way.
They got a lot of young players.
Clarkston's a very young team, but they're a talented team, of course. Let's not forget.
Oh, no doubt at all.
And that's a side out here for Christian, of course. Christian, of course, is part of that class, that sophomore class. Remember, last year, Clarkston did not lose a set last year.
They did not.
Yeah. I mean, so here's Lauren Bell. Lauren Bell serving for the Dragons in this matchup here. Here's Bell. Bell now blocked by Chupinski. Chupinski looking for Malinowski. Of course, back by Bell. Here comes McCauley. McCauley looking for Smith there. It looked like it was in here, but Clarkston.
Yeah.
But
it looked close. It looked close. Almost debatable close.
It looked in my opinion, but instead they called it out. But now it's a point to Clarkston, and it's 20-17 in favor of the Wolves with Malinowski serving. Malinowski now serving. Here's Chupinski looking to Kraft. Here's Malinowski.
With that
blocked
kill
there.
shot.
Here's Collage. Collage now looking for Van Loon. Clarkston now has it with Kraft, and a kill for the Wolves, number 15, Corinne Gauthier for the Wolves, and now they're up 21-17. 21-17 in favor of Clarkston. Malinowski serving for the Wolves. Malinowski now, here comes the Dragons. Van Loon now. Van Loon could not get it down. Here's Kraft. Kraft looking for Nowicki. Nowicki now cannot get it down. Here comes Van Loon. Van Loon trying to get that in, and she's going to get a kill on that for the Dragons, and it's 21-18 in favor of Clarkston. And entering the game for Lake Orion now is going to be Leah Bowes. Dragon Faithful is cheering on their team as they're trying to overcome a 21-18 deficit. Here is Leah Bowes here. Bowes now serving in this one here. Here comes Clarkston. Here's Nowicki. Nowicki could not get it outside. Here comes McCauley. McCauley. And Smith miscalculated her jump, and it's a point to Clarkston, 22-18. As we mentioned, this Lake Orion team has had issues with the mental mistakes.
Yep, and it's clearly being seen right now. Hopefully they're able to turn it around, but if not, it's wraps on this. It's wraps.
Yep. Here's Clarkston now. Of course, Lake Orion's got it. McCauley to Sargent, blocked by Malinowski. Clarkston now has it again. Here's Nowicki. Nowicki now cannot get it now. Here's Kalash. Kalash and McCauley looking at Sargent. No. Here comes Malinowski. Great play by her. She's now got the ball back again. Here comes Kalash. Kalash down. Looking for Van Loon. Van Loon gets a kill for Lake Orion. And it's 22-19 in favor of Clarkston. If Lauren Van Loon can get going for Lake Orion, then this could be really interesting, especially without Paige Briggs right now.
Yeah.
Here's Sydney Smith right now. Here comes Clarkston, of course, and a block by Wynn McCauley. Right now a 22-20 game.
They're stepping up. They're stepping up.
And it's interesting here when you look at this team. You know, they're up 20. They're down 22-20. You know, here's Smith again. Smith now serving, of course. Here's Clarkston. And it's a net mistake by Clarkston. And now it's a one-point game, 22-21.
Desperately needed by the Dragons. Hopefully they can hold on to it.
Here's Smith again. Smith getting a almost net, but there's Malinowski. Malinowski now. Here's McCauley. McCauley to Sargent.
Oh.
No, what a block by Chupinski. Here comes Clarkston. There's Nowicki. Nowicki now. Here's Van Loon. Van Loon now looking for Bell. Bell now. Cannot get it in. Here comes Clarkston with Kraft. Kraft to Lukenbach. No. Here's McCauley, here's some Sargent, no. Here comes Kraft again. Kraft looking for Malinowski with the tip. No, here comes McCauley, no. Here's Nowicki, no, and Nowicki gets that one down for Clarkston, and it's 23-20 in favor of the Wolves.
2-point game.
Can you just imagine how good Claire Nowicki's going to be next few years for Clarkston?
Excited to see her move on to the next level.
Here's Sargent, no. Here comes Lake Orion again. Here's Van Loon now. Here comes Clarkson Chupinski back to Nowicki, and it's an out for the Dragons, and it is 23-22 in favor of the Wolves. You know, as we talk about Claire Nowicki, she's going to be an interesting player to keep an eye on for the next few years.
Honestly.
She
could be something.
She reminds me a lot of Abby Malinowski in the next few years.
Yep.
Of course, Malinowski. Here comes Clarkston, and it's a side out, and it's tied again at 23 apiece.
Just back and forth with the two,
Man.
back and forth.
Man, this is crazy. Back and forth affair here with these two. Livingway serving now. Here comes Lukenbach. No. Here comes Lukenbach, and she is crazy. Unbelievable. 24-23, and now Clarkston calls a timeout.
Very much needed as well, considering the circumstance.
Lukenbach's a very good rebound.
She is.
Very good rebound.
Very good, very
Surprised
good.
she did not get that one.
ONTV is holding our annual film festival coming up in October. The kickoff for the event is Friday, October 13th. After the films have been judged, they will premiere at the Oxford 7 Movie Theater. For more information on ONTV's Film Fest, call us at 248-693-3377 or 248-693-1060.
As we were mentioning with Lukenbach, of course, you know, she plays girls basketball as well. Of course, she's going to Oakland next year.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it was a little surprising there. You know what I mean?
I understand completely what you mean.
You know, I mean, Lake Orion to serve for game point. You know, it kind of felt like Lake Orion was trailing the whole game in this matchup. If they pull out this one, I'll be stunned. Here's Nowicki, no. Nowicki now, there is. And
oh my goodness.
Hunter skill. And they're up 2-0 on Clarkston. Heading into game 3.
2-0 on Clarkston.
Clarkston dominated
Pretty
this
much
game.
the most of
And
the game.
Lake Orion came and basically stole it from him. Basically, that's what happened here in this match.
That is what happened. Came back out of nowhere, too.
My goodness.
Getting ready to switch benches.
Yep.
Does it look like? This presentation is brought to you by the Lake Orion High School video program in partnership with Orion Neighborhood Television. Live streams of games will be available all season long at www.nfhsnetwork.com. 50% of all proceeds go back into the award-winning video program here at LOHS. ONTV thanks our student crews for their hard work and dedication to bringing Dragon sports to the world.
Well, when you look at this one here, you know, this was insane, especially when you look at how Lake Orion has basically responded. You look at, of course, without Paige Briggs right now. That's shocking.
Still trying to figure out why she is not on the court.
I know she's been battling a back injury. I know she's
oh,
been
really?
Battling, yeah,
oh, I was not aware of that.
Injury. I know that, but you know, but when you look at the depth that this team has, you know, it describes what Lake Orion is right now. You know, they're not a one-star team. There's a lot of numerous stars on this team.
Yes.
When you describe the Lake Orion Dragons.
And that's good to have because a lot of teams that do have one-star players, once they move on, it's nothing. But because of the fact that we have different stars at different levels, sophomores, freshmen even, juniors and seniors, that adds a whole different factor to our team because of the fact that we're always willing to teach and coach new kids coming in and bring them up.
Let's look at Clarkston.
That's true
of course, very young team as well, but you have a Malinowski, you have a Lukenbach, but you look at players like, you have like the future is bright for this team. When you look at Claire Nowicki, only a freshman. You look at Sierra Christian, only a sophomore. Christian, part of that team that went through that undefeated class with Clarkston. Can you just imagine putting her with that class at Clarkston in the next 2 years? They're going to be scary.
They are. And I'm very excited to see how they play within these next couple of years, too.
And you look at Lake Orion, of course, you know, you look at a girl like Sydney Smith, she's only a sophomore.
And she's out there killing it tonight.
And she's playing well. You look at, of course, Kendall Robertson. she's going to be an interesting player to keep an eye on
Yep.
as we get into the future. I mean, the future is bright for both these powerhouse programs.
That's true. That's true.
You know, I mean, like, you think about it, you know, if you think these teams are built for not only this year, but the next few years.
That's true,
when you
too.
look at both these teams.
They're stacked. I feel like they're setting themselves up for success.
Can you just imagine the district preview at Clarkston?
Oh my goodness.
Can you just, when these two, you know, it's inevitable these two teams are going to play each other in the district playoffs. You know, but, you know, Lake Orion right now, they're up 2 games on Clarkston.
Yep.
But like I said, it's always hard to win the third game. It's always hard because if you think about it, I mean, anytime the third game can usually change the tide.
It can.
And you basically look at it here, you know, because who knows? We could be going from a 2-set match to a 5-game thriller here right now. But Clarkston's going to serve first, of course. It's Grace Kraft serving. Here's Kalash. Kalash looking for Sargent. No. Blocked by Clarkston. Here comes Chupinski. Chupinski now. Here's Smith. Smith to McCauley. McCauley to Riley Hunter. And it is a point to Clarkston.
Oh, no.
The referee overruled the flag judge, and it's a point to Clarkston.
That's
So,
not what they needed right now. That's
no,
not
it's
at all.
not. No, it's not. With the way that is, and Clarkston up 1-0. Here comes the Dragons. McCauley looking for Riley Hunter. Hunter now, and Hunter gets that one down, and it's 1-1.
Launched into the stands.
Riley Hunter's really impressed me tonight.
No,
she
yeah,
really
honestly.
has. You know, she really has, Riley Hunter. Only a junior. You know, and that's something.
And another year of her, too, that we're able to enjoy and whatnot. Like, that's ideal.
It's very ideal. Very ideal. Of course, it's very interesting because, you know, Riley Hunter replacing Paige Briggs in this lineup. She's really stepped her game up. Here's Collage now. Collage now going to be serving. And here's Malinowski.
Good solid
Kraft to Lukenbach. No. Here come the Dragons. McCauley. No. Here comes Kraft. Kraft now looking. And shot. No. Here comes Kendall Robinson. What a block by Malinowski. Back to Nowicki. No. Here comes Kraft. Kraft to Nowicki. And Nowicki kills that one for the Wolves. Claire Nowicki lays that one down for the Wolves, and it's 2-1 in favor of Clarkston.
I have one question. Where is LO at right now?
I don't know right now. I really don't know. It's 2-1 right now in favor of Clarkston.
Because Clarkston's knocking at the door, and nobody's answering right now.
Nope. Stewart now serving for the Wolves, and here's McCauley. McCauley looking for Hunter. No. Here's Malinowski, back to Kraft, looking for Malinowski, and it is a double hit against Clarkston, and we're tied at 2.
Man, oh man.
Pretty intense volleyball right now when you look at these two rivals. You know, pretty intense. I mean, this is insane.
An incredible game. I'm glad I'm a part of it, being able to watch it. This is history in the making. Some of these kids, they're going on, man. They're going on, and they have futures within this.
McCauley now serving, of course, back by Chupinski. Now back to McCauley. McCauley looking for Smith. No. Here comes Clarkson. Kraft to Malinowski. Blocked by Robinson. And Kendall Robinson gets that one down. Kendall Robinson is only a freshman as well.
Man, oh, man.
So could you just imagine, you know, Robinson's a freshman, and you have Claire Nowicki's a freshman. Interesting.
Super. I don't even have words right now to describe them.
McCauley now serving for the Dragons. Of course, here's Kraft. Kraft looking for Malinowski.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
She kills that one down
that
with
was
authority.
disgusting. That was crude. That was rude.
They're the reason why she's going to Michigan next year. They're the reason why she's going to Ann Arbor next year. She is that good. Here's Chupinski, and Chupinski hits the net, and it's 4-3 Lake Orion.
That is not what they needed right now, not at all.
No, it is not. Well, here comes Lauren Van Loon back in along with Lauren Bell. Of course, Bell now serving in this matchup here.
Hopefully she can do something to turn the tide.
Here's Bell now. Bell blocked by Malinowski. Here's Kraft. Kraft looking for Malinowski. No. Blocked by Van Loon. Back to McCauley to Robinson. No. Here comes McCauley again, looking for Smith. And
oh,
Smith
no!
kills that one for the Dragons.
She drilled the ball. She didn't hit it. She didn't tap it.
Smith's a special player. She really is a special player.
Honestly.
5-3 in favor of Lake Orion right now. Bell now serving now, giving it to, here's Crap now, and it's blocked. Both by Van Loon and Robinson, and it's 6-3 in favor of Lake Orion.
These girls are coming, man. They came to play.
They came to play, it looks like. But it's early right now. It's still early in the night. Here's Bell. Bell serving. Here's Crap. Crap now. Looking there, no. Here comes Lake Orion. Here's McCauley. McCauley looking for Van Loon. Van Loon blocked there by Crap. Here's Chapinski looking for Malinowski. Here's McCauley now looking for Smith. Smith now. Here's Crap looking there and blocked there by Collage.
Oh, no.
Crap now looking for Malinowski. No. Here comes the Dragons now deep. McCauley to Robinson, no. Here's Collage. Collage looking for Van Loon, no. Blocked by Chapinski. Here comes Crap. Crap looking for Malinowski.
Oh, my
goodness.
goodness.
She kills that one with authority.
That was ridiculous.
And Malinowski killed that one with authority, and it's 6-4 in favor of Lake Orion.
That was absolutely ridiculous right there.
Malinowski's the real deal. Really is.
Simply put.
I mean, you look at, of course, McCauley now looking for Van Loon, and Lauren Van Loon gets an easy one for the Dragons. It's 7-4 in favor of the Dragons.
Hopefully this turns the tide. Well, it has been turning, I guess you could say, if you look at the scoreboard.
It's been a tale of two different, like two different,
yeah.
It's like 5 seasons all in one. Here comes Lake Orion. They're serving now. Here's Crap. Crap looking for Malinowski.
Oh, my.
And she is getting ready to take over this game.
That is how?
Abby Malinowski.
The force that she is putting into that ball is unbelievable.
She is a solid player. You want to know why she's going to Michigan next year? That is why.
Prime example.
Malinowski now serving. Here comes McCauley. McCauley looking for Smith, and Sydney
Oh, my.
that one.
Right back answered.
And it's 8-5 in favor of Lake Orion. This is like a battle of kills right now.
It is. Just back and forth.
My goodness. Sid's now serving now. Here's Crap. Crap looking for Malinowski. And Smith touches that one, and it's a point to Clarkston. Of course, Smith had to touch that one. It's 8-6 now in favor of the Dragons. Of course, now for the Wolves serving, of course, it's going to be Corin Gutierrez serving. Collage now, black there. Here's Sargent, no. Looking back now, defending there well. Here comes Nowicki. Nowicki kills that one. And Claire Nowicki, the way she is only a freshman, she's very talented, and she is playing on a mission right now. 8-7 Lake Orion. Of course, here is Bell now looking for McCauley. McCauley to Van Loon, no. Here comes Clarkston, there's Crap, no. Back by Malinowski. Malinowski now looking for Nowicki, and Nowicki kills that one, and we're tied at 8.
All these tips that LO's been having, just not really working for them. These last-minute decisions to go out and grab that ball.
You got to look at Claire Nowicki, of course. She's a very talented player. Reminds me a lot of, she could be the next Abby Malinowski next year. Here comes the Dragons, and Sargent kills that one. Danielle Sargent.
I'd have to agree with you what you said earlier. Tonight has just been a battle of kills. And student section going absolutely nuts right now because of Danielle with that kill.
Well, it's been a game of kills, of course. We know about the kill power of Sargent and Malinowski in this one. Now here's the serve by Livingway. Here's Crap. Crap looking for Nowicki. Nowicki, no. Here comes McCauley. McCauley trying to kill it, no. Blocked by Malinowski. Here comes Nowicki. Tipped it now. Here comes Lukenbach. Lukenbach.
Come on.
Looking to Malinowski. Malinowski blocked by Smith. There's McCauley. McCauley now looking for Riley Hunter. And she kills that one.
Oh, my goodness.
As well, and now it's 10-8 in favor of Lake Orion.
Oh, my goodness. What in the world is happening?
This is a typical Lake Orion Clarkston game. This has always been. You expect both teams showing their will here.
No, they are.
Here's
playing their hearts out.
Malinowski. Here's Nowicki. Nowicki, no.
Lyria.
McCauley now. Here comes Smith. Smith, no. Blocked there by Clarkston. Here comes Crap. Crap to Malinowski. Here comes Smith now. Smith to McCauley. Back to Sargent. No. Blocked by Chapinski. Good block by Chapinski there. Here's Lukenbach. Lukenbach, no. Here's McCauley. McCauley to Hunter. No. Clarkston now. Here's Kraft. No. Kraft almost couldn't get it there. Here comes Dragons again. Here's Riley Hunter.
Ooh.
And Riley Hunter gets that one down. And it's 11-8 in favor of Lake Orion.
She hit that ball so hard you would have thought it busted open, man.
This is what a Lake Orion-Clarkston rivalry is.
Oh, so intense.
It's always intense when these two teams play. Of course, Livingway serving now. Here's Lukenbach, no. Lukenbach, here's McCauley now. McCauley to Smith. Smith now, no. Lukenbach, tipped it to here's Chapinski. Chapinski, no. McCauley back to Hunter, no. Here comes McCauley back to Sargent, and Sargent gets a little tip of that one in for the point for the Dragons, and it's 12-8 in favor of Lake Orion.
Sargent's been having an excellent game tonight.
Especially in that middle. She can also play outside if she wants to.
As you can clearly tell with all the kills she's been having tonight.
Livingway now, of course, here's Malinowski. Malinowski, no.
Ooh.
Blocked by Collage to McCauley.
Oh.
And she got that one down. And it's 13-8 in favor of Lake Orion. And timeout taken by the Wolves.
We got ourselves a good little game going on right here. Larry Buss and the crew at Jets Pizza, located at 1091 South Lapeer Road, have been a proud supporter of Orion Neighborhood Television and Dragon Athletics since 2009. Jets supplies catering for the cast and crew. Thank you, Larry, for your continued support. Give them a call at 248-814-7559 for more information.
Could you just imagine when these two teams are going to play in the district final at Clarkston, how intense that's going to be?
Yeah, if you think this is intense, just wait.
Wait till they play at Clarkston.
I'm excited to be there.
In that district, you're going to have in there, you have these two teams along with Oxford, Holly, and Brandon. That is going to be a really interesting district over at Clarkston. So we'll see what happens.
We
but
will.
It wouldn't surprise me these two teams play. They're going to meet each other.
Oh,
it's inevitable.
Most definitely.
Livingway now serving for Lake Orion. Interesting serve there. Of course, there's Kraft to Lukenbach.
Ooh.
Blocked by Collage, but there was no help there. And Lukenbach gets a point for the Wolves, and it's a 13-9 game.
That's what happens when everybody plays up, leaving only one person in the back to defend.
Well, of course, when you look at Clarkson, here comes Smith now. Smith to Sargent, no.
Answered.
Blocked by Lukenbach, and it is going to be a double hit against Lake Orion, and it's a 13-10 game. You know, it's very interesting there. It was a double hit there.
On Sargent, I believe.
On Sargent,
yep.
I agree. Here's Smith to
Barely
McCauley, looking for Hunter, and that was blocked there by Sierra Christian, and it's 13-12. What a block there by Christian.
She did have very solid arms on that.
Here comes Clarkson, Kraft serving. Here's Smith again. McCauley to Sargent, and Sargent kills that one.
She redeemed herself.
She redeemed herself there, and Lake Orion retakes the lead, 13-12.
And that's a good way to go out on the bench, too, making a play like that.
Looks like the official there having it looks not the right score up. It should be 13-12 in favor of Lake Orion.
14-12.
14-12, very interesting. Very interesting scoring output here. When I look at the score, it should be 13-12 Lake Orion.
14-14.
14-14.
Where is this coming
from?
14. Oh, they're just going through the motions right now.
It should be 13-12 in favor of Lake Orion here. It should be 13-12, but interesting.
Okay, well, I guess
Very
that's
interesting.
that.
I thought it was 13-12.
I thought it was too.
Here's Kalash serving for the Dragons. Of course, here's Nowicki. No, Nowicki now. And that was badly played by Riley Hunter there. That was really badly played there.
Clearly in reach, but not reachable to her, I guess.
I mean, one thing you don't do is you don't backpedal.
Not at all.
And I thought Hunter backpedaled there. And that's why Clarkson got the point. 14-12 there. It's another mental mistake.
Yep. Simple things that are just catching them off guard here tonight.
Stewart now.
Ooh.
Blocked by Collage, looking for Kendall Robinson. No. Here comes Clarkston. Here comes Malinowski. No. Blocked by Smith. Here comes McCauley. Back for Hunter. No. Here's Kraft. Kraft looking. And Robertson returns that one for the Dragons.
That was
15-12, Lake Orion.
that was a good move. That was a good move.
Very interesting move.
I call that sweet and subtle right there. Sweet and subtle.
You know, it's interesting. Here comes McCauley serving, and Lynn
Oh
McCauley
my
just got an
goodness.
ace. 16-12 in favor of Lake Orion. 16-12 Dragons.
Sweet and subtle, baby.
This is interesting. This is very interesting. Of course, the way Dragons are playing well right now.
They
you
are.
know?
They are. Oh.
And we jinxed it. McCauley just hits the net, and it's 16-13. You know, the way Lake Orion is playing right now, and to do this without Paige Briggs right now, it's just unbelievable. Of course, here's Living Way. Of course, back to Riley Hunter. No. Here comes Shapinski. Back to Malinowski. No. Here's Collage. Collage looking for Smith. No. Blocked by Collage. Here's Kendall Robinson. No. Here comes Clarkston now back. Malinowski blocked there. Here comes McCauley. McCauley to Riley Hunter. And she's going to get the point for the Dragons. It's 17-13 in favor of Lake Orion.
You know, I saw Collage out there making a lot of plays on returns. Honestly, I feel like she's kind of underrated. She's out there and she's playing the game with her heart and soul.
Oh.
She's constantly down there digging down deep in order
She's
to
going to Western Michigan next year.
Oh, she is.
Scholarship. Yep. Of course, here's Crab to Malinowski. No. Here comes McCauley. McCauley to Smith. Smith back deep now. Here's Malinowski. Malinowski now, no. Here's McCauley. McCauley looking for Robertson. No. Here comes Clarkston. Clarkston now to Malinowski, and Malinowski.
Oh my goodness, with that
by
save!
Saved by Lauren Van Loon there. Now Clarkson's got the ball back. Here's Krapp. Krapp looking for Malinowski, and Malinowski trying to tip it. And
oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
You gotta be kidding me!
Illyria Collage is a gift from Santa Claus himself.
You gotta be kidding me!
Wrapped in shiny gold paper, wrapping paper. That is absolutely
18-13
ridiculous.
Lake Orion.
Ducking and dodging and diving for those.
Here come the Wolves now. Christian now, no. Here comes the Dragons again. Here comes Sydney Smith, and it's a side out for Clarkston. Point to the Wolves, 18-14 in favor of the Dragons.
Honestly, after the plays that Illyria just made on that last one, we still have momentum going into this next right here.
Well, Clarkston right now serving now. You got Sierra Christian serving for the Wolves here in this one here. Of course, Christian now serving here, and she's going to get an ace here for the Wolves, and it's 18-15 in favor of Lake Orion. Christian now trying to lead the Wolves back in this matchup here. Down 2 games. Christian now serving. Blocked by Collage. Collage now. Here's McCauley. McCauley to Van Loon. And Van Loon kills that one down. And it's 19-15 in favor of Lake Orion.
That switch just got turned on.
Now back in for the Dragons, of course, is going to be is Leah Bose. Of course, Bose, a very interesting player here, only a junior. Bose now serving now.
Ooh, barely made it over.
And an ace for the Dragons. It's 20-15 in favor of Lake Orion.
Those kind of serves are kind of tricky to read, and she didn't read it at all, I'd say.
Very interesting there. Here comes Bose again. Blocked by Chapinski. And it's going to be a carry against the Dragons. Double hit right there. And it was 20-16 now in favor of the Dragons. And when McCauley, I'm going to ask for an explanation from the officials here. Referee saying she was in the net, so it's 20-16 in favor of Lake Orion over Clarkston. Malinowski serving for the Wolves. Blocked by Smith. Here comes Sargent. No. Blocked there, and it's going to be an out. And Lake Orion now has a 21-16 lead in the third game. Sydney Smith serving for the Dragons here. Of course, there's Malinowski. No, here comes McCauley. McCauley to Sargent.
Oh my goodness!
Killed that one. Danielle Sargent killed that one for the Dragons. Lake Orion now up 22-16.
She came to play, and by goodness gracious, she is playing tonight.
Here's Sydney Smith. Smith aces that one, and it's 23-16
Wow.
in favor of Lake Orion. Smith, of course, as mentioned, timeout by Clarkston here Lake Orion now up 23-16 in the third game.
Very impressive gameplay by both sides. DVD copies can be purchased by calling ONTV at 248-693-3377 or 248-393-1060. For only $10, you can get a copy of not only this game, but any game or program in our broadcast vault. That's DVD copies, 248-693-3377 or 248-393-1060.
Sydney Smith is a very interesting story. She transferred into Lake Orion from Avondale. She was Avondale's best player last season. But, you know, she's really done well for this Dragon team, and she's serving right now. Back to Kraft. Kraft looking for Nowicki. No. Here's McCauley. McCauley looking for Smith. No. Here comes Clarkston now. Here's Nowicki again. No. Blocked by Van Loon. Back to McCauley. Here comes Smith. Smith, no. Here comes Van Loon. No. Going up against Kraft, no. And here come the Dragons again. Here's McCauley. McCauley now looking for Sargent.
No.
Sargent kills that one. And Lake Orion's at game point.
Sargent came to play tonight. Point blank period, man.
This is shocking, to say the least. This is shocking, to say the least. Here's Smith.
And that's game.
Lake Orion shocks Clarkston in 3, 25-16.
Wow.
And the Dragons are now in a three-way tie for the Red Division lead with Clarkston and Stony Creek. But these two teams are going to meet again at Clarkston, likely in the district final.
And I'm very excited to see that matchup too.
The Dragons will have Paige Briggs back for that matchup, no doubt about it.
And that's one thing too you got to think. They played amazing out here without her, with her as a factor on the team. How great do you think they'll be playing there?
It's going to be an interesting matchup at Clarkston. Okay, now we're going to sign on off here. Of course, Lake Orion wins in 3 over Clarkston. Again, from Micah Williams here, I am Sammy Terramina signing off. Good night from Lake Orion High School, and God bless all.